What is going on, guys? It's your girl Hipster Veggie, and in today's video I'm going to be kicking off this new little series showing you guys how to make your very own DIY chemical-free deodorant with ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen or around your house. Body odor is a really awkward but very necessary topic for us to discuss. Around the time that we hit puberty, our body changes in a lot of ways, and body odor is one of those huge changes that we see. In general, when we start, getting a little bit of funky BO, we are programmed to go to the high street, go into a shop, buy deodorant, spray it, and stop ourselves from smelling, basically masking that smell from coming out of our bodies. And yes, whilst that is helping the short-term problem of not wanting to stink, it causes a whole heap of other issues. So how exactly do deodorants and antiperspirants kind of work? So once you spray them onto your armpit, they basically kill off any bad bacteria that might be there, but it also kills off good bacteria, because it's not like there's some special formula to be like, hey, I'm going to make this little chemical so that it only attacks the bad bacteria on your body. No, it attacks everything on your skin at that time. Now, I've said this loads of times on Instagram, on Snapchat, and probably in my YouTube videos as well, but your skin is your biggest organ, and it is so important to protect because it's so exposed to your environment. So anything that you put on to your skin is generally absorbed into the bloodstream in about 30 seconds. So if you're spraying loads of chemicals that are killing good and bad bacteria onto your armpit, it's going to get absorbed through your armpit, and that means that it's going to your bloodstream, but it's also getting absorbed by your lymphatic system, which is really dangerous. So if you take a look at this screenshot that I took from the Dove website, it shows you a list of ingredients in one of their deodorants. Now, aluminium is the first ingredient shown, and I'm like 95% sure that that means that most of that deodorant is made up of aluminium. Now, the reason that they say aluminium is added into our deodorants is for its antiperspirant properties, which means that it actually stops us from sweating. But sweating is actually a really good thing for the body. It releases endorphins, which means that it boosts your mood. It detoxifies the body, which is so important. If you're not letting your body detoxify, if you're not letting your body sweat all the toxins out that you're ingesting, it means that your body's going to hold on to them all, and this can lead to illness and disease manifestation. Honestly, the body just wants to heal, and if you're putting things like deodorant on your underarms, preventing your body from sweating, it means that the things that want to come out aren't coming out. It's like your body's cry for help, man. Just let your body sweat. Also, another really important point here is that if your body odor stinks, like if it genuinely is like pungent and nasty, that's a direct reflection of your diet and what you're eating. So that's just a little tip for you guys to remember. The more you stink from your underarms or other bodily areas, that's a reflection of your diet and the things that you are ingesting on a day-to-day basis. So basically, if you stink, fix up. And I'm definitely talking from experience here. Like, my body odor has changed so much since I've gone plant-based, and I generally don't actually wear deodorant anymore, only if I'm like gonna go exercise or if I'm going like out, you know how we do, going for a little dance, then I'll wear deodorant, because who wants to stink in a club? The next ingredient that we are going to look at from that little screenshot is fragrance. I hate this ingredient with such a passion because it's such a deceiving little bastard. Fragrance basically indicates that that fragrance that they've used is made up of dozens, maybe even hundreds of different chemical compounds, but they don't have to tell you what they are. They just have to write fragrance. The more you start to read the ingredients on your care products and in your food, you'll start to notice stuff like this. But fragrance is also actually put into unscented products. Now, you're probably wondering, why the hell does fragrance need to be in something that doesn't have a smell? They basically add in a neutral fragrance to cover up the smell of all the other nasty chemical compounds that make up that product, which is flippin' gross. The third and final ingredient that we are going to have a look at from that screenshot is polyethylene, and polyethylene is actually listed as a low hazard for cancer on the cosmetics database, and I definitely recommend you guys check that out if you're interested in understanding what different ingredients do in your cosmetics. So it's listed as a low hazard for cancer, but it's listed as a moderate hazard for skin irritation, and it's also an immune system intoxicant. Why would you voluntarily put this stuff on your body? It literally makes no sense to me. In general, I actually don't wear any deodorant because I don't feel my body is crap, so my body odor don't stink. I smell like roses on a day-to-day basis. You know how we do. But if I am gonna go on holiday, I always take deodorant with me, and this is like my go-to deodorant, Faith in Nature Crystal Stick Deodorant. It's fragrance free, really good ingredients, and it's super easy to use. You literally just run it under the tap for for a few seconds and rub it on your armpits like a roll-on deodorant, but without all the nasty chemicals. If I'm gonna go to the gym, or I'm gonna go boxing, or I'm gonna go out with the girls for a little bit of dancing, you know how we do, then I'll wear this DIY natural chemical-free homemade deodorant. Woo, woo, woo. So enough of me yapping on. Let me show you how to make this amazing deodorant. First ingredient is 6 tablespoons of coconut oil, which has natural healing properties and is a natural antimicrobial. I find it so difficult to say that word, which basically means that it's antibacterial. Next, you want to put in 4 tablespoons of baking soda, which is the odor eliminator in this concoction. Then 4 tablespoons of arrowroot powder and 6 to 8 drops of essential oil. I am literally obsessed with lavender and chamomile. They are my go-to for almost everything, but rosemary, peppermint, lemongrass and sandalwood also work great as well. Now all you gotta do is mix that all together and store it in a small glass jar, and that is your homemade DIY chemical-free deodorant done. This is such a simple method of making DIY deodorant, and I think that the ingredients list is so simple. I feel like a lot of people would have this stuff just lying around at home anyway, so you wouldn't have to go out and necessarily buy anything extra, except for maybe the essential oils, which by the way are optional anyways. So if you don't have them, don't worry about it. Just mix up the rest of the stuff and use it as it is. It's not gonna smell as good, but it's way better than going out to the shops, buying some nasty chemical-filled deodorant and rubbing that on your armpits. Using this bad boy is literally so simple. All you gotta do is get a little bit onto your finger. I genuinely only use like, I'd say about that much for one armpit. Rub it together on your fingers, and I hope I've shaved my armpits. Yes, I have. And then just literally rub it onto your armpit, and you are good to go for the rest of the day, and you won't stink, and you'll smell like roses and lavender and chamomile or just coconut oil, and you won't be poisoning your body, which is the main thing. Last thing I want to mention is make sure that you store your little glass jar of deodorant in a cool, dark place so that it lasts as long as possible. And that is the video done. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what other DIY homemade chemical-free products you guys want to see, and I will do my best to make them happen. If you haven't already, check out my vlog playlist. I make vlogs and upload them every Thursday, and be sure to check out my vegan recipes playlist, which is absolutely popping with the bestest healthy vegan food that you could ask for. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm nearly at 10,500 subscribers, and I would love for you guys to help me reach that little milestone. Have a great day doing whatever it is that you do, and I will see you all in the next video.